Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. So, I'm here today, as this evening, to present you a little, to speak a little about RX, and mostly to present you how you can rectify your iOS application, your existing iOS application. My name is Roxolana Ivanishin. I am web and mobile engineer for 6 years. I'm used to work on Node.js, iOS, Objective-C and Swift, and recently on React Native. I really like reactive and functional programming. Yeah, I am founder of Reactive Paris Meetup, the first meetup about reactive programming in Paris. So you can join it if you want, if you're interested about it. And as many developers, I really love cats. So I will speak this evening about a little about ReactiveX, what it is, but really lightly. Marie asked you already. There are some people. You know a little about RX or reactive programming? How much of people? How much of people already tried it? Okay, how much of people use it in production? Okay, not so much. But I hope I could show you that you can use it in production. I'm using it in production for more than 1 year. After I will present you a little operators, RX Swift operators. Some libraries, existing libraries that are transformed already on RX also. I will show you a little example to see a little difference between table view data source, classic table view data source, and RX data source. I will try to do some demo, like live coding, and that's it. So, a little about ReactiveX. In ReactiveX site, we can find the definition and API of for asynchronous programming with observable streams. But what it means really? It means that if we have some asynchronous treatment or some event that can repeat, network request or UI controls. You can this event can give you some data, or can produce an error, or maybe can stop to work. So RX help us to put to wrap all this stuff in one thing that called observable, and it manages these three treatment, data, error, and completion. Okay, more about RX operators. In fact, it is functional operators that you already use normally in your Swift, in regular Swift. There are so much, but the most the most known are map, flat map, filter, concat, merge, combine latest, and so much more. Okay, RX Swift community did a lot of work to RXify almost all libraries that we use already. There are some RX Cocoa to manage your UI controls. RX data source, table view, and collection view data source, Alarm of Fire, Realm, Firebase, etc. There are even core data, RX core data. So, as you know, that is a table view classic simple example. You need to declare all time your data, table view data source and your table view delegate. And you need to implement some methods like number of section, number of row, cell for row, and etc. Did select row at. And this is the code to do the same thing with RX data source. Like you need just listen to the changes of your data that are observable. You bind it to data source with cell identifier, cell type. And after that, you configure a cell like you do that already. And you can, if you select one of item, you implement model selected also. Okay. So the advantages about RX, it's really easy to manage asynchronicity and concurrency. If we tap on a button 5 times, it works. It manages that really well. If you do some search in search bar, if you have a network call and you'd like to search it, to do it and have some data back, you can transform or merge concurrent network requests and just bring data together and use this data in the same time, in one moment. The code base is really better and more clear. We don't need anymore some callbacks, delegates, or KVO or notification center. And there are so less of side effects and errors. Okay, demo time. It is okay, maybe presentation large. It's better?
It was okay even before.
In the last one it was okay? Maybe because we cannot see anything.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's good? Okay, perfect. Okay. Just to present you, it's really... Okay, no, it's this one. It's a really simple application. There are some list of recipe, and we can search on ingredients or recipe title. You have some results after. When you click on one item, there are some details. So I don't think I will have enough time to explain you how to specify really all the whole app, but I'll try to do the maximum, and the rest you could find it in my GitHub. So data structure for the project structure is really simple, and I will start to transform network manager. Okay, so now we have some Alarm of Fire request. We have 3 requests here, but I will just do some change just one. To start, we need to import RX fifth module. After that, we will create observable around of existing data. existing request. Now I can just copy paste my code here. So yeah, it's the error says that it is not conform to disposable. So we will like register this request and we will create our disposable. Sorry. Up. Yes, and as request can be interrupted on the way on the moment before it responds, we will say if the stream is interrupted, we will cancel the request. Okay, that's already almost it. We need just to return this observable. We return that, but we need to put it in return function of method. We will have some recipe array of recipe. Okay, so I think that's it for this part of code. Yeah, that's it, but we not need any more some handlers. We will just tell to observer to emit on error here. Yep. Here API error, and here we will emit on next event with our recipes, and one more error. So we need to change our receiver, and to do that it's not so complicated. Our search recipe now it's unobservable. Yes. So we need just to subscribe to it. We'll just sorry. Okay, sorry. We'll just use on next part. Okay, and we can just put it there. Okay, and we don't need any more handle error here, because it will handle on error on subscribing to on error event. Okay. So, and now we need just to dispose it. Why we need to dispose it? Yeah, we didn't create. We did not create yet the dispose bug, and I will explain you what it is. So dispose bug, it helps us to when for example the view will be destroyed, you need to unsubscribe of your events. So if you put it in the dispose bug, the Rx manage it for you. You don't need you don't need unsubscribe by yourself. Hope it's clear. Up. So now we have some dispose bug. Yeah, and it doesn't work. Sorry, why? Okay, there are some. Sorry. Yeah, I think I will switch to the next one, to the whole project on RX, maybe. Because I think I forgot one part. Okay, so just to say, it's really quick to like transform your existing code to some RX code. You could find the whole code on my GitHub, as I said it already. Yeah, like it can be like just that to retrieve your recipe. And up to I will some conclusion because it's time. So I would like to show you with this presentation that it's really easy to transform your existing code. That it works really good with already implemented project with imperative approach. There are less of code. You could not see that because I didn't have enough time to show you more. But you could show that with example, with RX data source example. At least the code is more readable in general with RX. So thank you for listening. And thank you. And you can find me on LinkedIn. It's Roxana Ivanichina. I didn't put it, but Twitter. My project is on GitHub, and come to Reactive Paris to speak more about reactive programming and reactive system. Thank you.